Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's Sunday preview. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Sunday preview. Let's slip the wolves of war. Alright, so we got these space wolves coming. The Allfather smiles kindly on us this week as the space wolves sharpen their senses and prepare to hunt down heretics across the galaxy. This is the tip of the Fenrisian iceberg. Reinforcements are coming later. And there's a new match play mission deck and a Crusade supplement zeroing in on Engron's war for Armageddon. It's all kicking off. Get involved below. Alright, so there's a little video right here, but we're going to take a look at the full article. Big news with the Space Wolves about to drop, and then we're going to have some reinforcements for the Space Wolves coming at a later date. We also have a new match play mission deck, which is super exciting, as that's going to launch the new season of competitive Warhammer 40k. Alright, so the Space Wolves kicking off with the Space Wolf Army set. Beautiful art on the cover right here, not only of the actual codex itself, but the box art as well. And then we got a bunch of brand new miniature sculpts, all 100% brand new. As the sages have foretold, the Space Wolves have arrived with an army set containing 28 brand new miniatures, a codex supplement for great companies of Fenris, a set of datasheet cards, and a new transfer sheet. Leading the charge are a pair of fearsome battle brothers, a wolf guard battle leader with a heap of customization options, and a wolf priest, one of the chapter's spiritual shamans. So 28 new models, a codex and cards, as well as a new transfer sheet. Let's take a closer look at what's inside. Alright, so here we see the new characters. We have the Space Wolf battle leader on the right, awesome champion of Rust. Bunch of options and customizations, and then on the left we have the Wolf Priest. A little less optionality, but we have some like heads that are swappable. Very cool models, upscaled to fit the Primaris scale and loaded with detail. And then moving on from there, they are followed by 3 Wolf Guard head takers, elite warriors accompanied by the hunting wolves. Then there are 10 Bloodclaws, the youngest and most impetuous of the Space Wolves, let loose under the watchful eye of 10 Grey Hunters, who have learned over the years to rein in the most savage impulses. Alright, so here we have the head takers, so you're going to get 3 of them. They're basically like the Blade Guard veteran equivalent, and then they are also accompanied by 3 hunting wolves. So very cool new models, and definitely going to have some cool new datasheet rules. Absolutely love these. And next we have the Bloodclaws, and we can see they have a combination of like bolters and then also close combat weapons. Very cool models here, obviously similar in like a base model to like your Intercessor themselves in the Tacticus armor, but rather than being geared up specifically for close combat or shooting, they have a mix of both. So they have their special bolt rifles, and then they also have chain swords. We can see an axe and pistol on the Sergeant. Really nice new sculpts right here, definitely very cool. And last but not least, we have the Grey Hunters. So the Grey Hunters, again, going to have a bunch of chain swords, and then they're going to have the pistols, much more in line with like your Assault Intercessors, again in Tactics armor, but much more of like an active pose. And then we can see a Lightning Claw and Plasma Pistol on the Sergeant. We got some custom heads. We've got some nice poses. Very cool. The box also includes a 104-page Codex Supplement Space Wolves, which is packed with pages of lore, art, miniature photography, and rules for leading the Sons of Rust into battle on the tabletop. This version features gold foil on the cover and page edges, a black ribbon bookmark, and fabulous exclusive cover art. So absolutely beautiful. This is a Codex Supplement, so it's valued at like $30 MSRP, and you will need the Space Marine Codex to go along with it. On top of that, 25 datasheet cards cover all the units in Codex Supplement, plus the Combat Patrol datasheet and your Army rule. With a new transfer sheet with 419 decals is also supplied. This set is available while stocks last. So this will be the limited edition launch box set. And then we are going to get the datasheet cards. So substantially less datasheets, as we'll have 25 Space Wolf specific datasheets. But you're also going to have like the 100 plus that come along with the Space Marines, with very few restrictions as to what you can't use from the typical Space Marine Codex. Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products, including miniatures, terrain, paint, tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you. And then moving on from there, we have the Chapter Approved 2025-26 Mission Deck. Prepare for a brand new season full of tense and exciting games of Warhammer 40,000 with the Chapter Approved 2025-26 Mission Deck, which comprises the core mission pack for match play in the year ahead. New to the season are Challenger cards, which offer a powerful new stratagems and missions for players to even the odds. They work alongside the standard deployment maps, primary and secondary missions, and twist cards you're used to. So no more secret missions, we're going to have the Challenger cards instead. Still going to have primary and secondary missions, but it does look like Games Workshop is mixing in twists as well. Some of this may or may not be useful for competitive play. It's always up to like the TOs and the overall competitive scene. But new primaries, new secondaries, probably some overlap from previous ones. And then the introduction of the Challenger cards and Twist cards, definitely going to be cool and fun new mix-up for 40k. Rules and deployment cards for 1,000 point incursion games ensure tighter balance in smaller games, while new rules for asymmetric missions are designed for a more casual approach suited to 2,000 plus games. Also included are 6 40mm cardboard tokens designed to use as objectives and 12-page rules insert on how to use the deck. Alright, so a little extra love for the non-competitive players out there as well, playing either smaller games or looking to play asymmetric games, and then of course the cardboard tokens. And then moving on from there, we have Warhammer 40,000 Crusade Armageddon book. Crusade is the way to play narrative Warhammer 40,000, and the latest 128-page supplement pulls our focus back to Armageddon. A warp normally known as the Red Angel's Gate pours untold horrors onto the planet, already deeply scarred by endless war. As the Imperium attempts to hold back an invasion of world eaters, you can grow your own army across a dedicated Crusade campaign designed to represent the furious battle for the Fire Waste. The book includes new Crusade badges, battle traits, champions, and Crusade relics alongside 16 missions. A 6-page gatefold includes rules references and pages you can copy for your own use. Alright, so very cool for those people out there looking to follow the storyline or play some Crusade missions. And then in typical Games Workshop fashion, we also have the Crusade Armageddon Special Edition. Whether you're defending Armageddon to the end, attempting to hasten its destruction, or just profiteering from the carnage, you can go along and secure the Collector's Edition, which features a soft touch cover with details picked out in gold foil, printed page edges, and black ribbon bookmark. These will be available while stocks last. So Crusade is fun, but definitely not nearly as popular, and then the Collector's Edition Crusade books tend to stick around a little bit longer, so probably not going to be in a huge rush to get a hold of one of these. Alright, and then we have Battlezone Manufactorum Terrain. So we've got 3 pieces of terrain coming here, a couple of oldies but goodies. So if you missed out on the opportunity to pick these up, some of it was available in the previous starter set, and now they'll be available for individual sale. 3 pieces of Warhammer 40,000 terrain are also on the way. First up is the Thermoexchanger Shrine, clearly a high gothic terminology. Stop fiddling with it in the middle of battle or there'll be no hot water left. The Sub-cloister and Storage Fane are 2 ruined buildings, husks, and fancy names that hint at a mysterious purpose, hiding units. While the Autochoral Transmitter must be what they call Tarnois on the 41st millennia. Clean up an Objective 3 please, someone left Tyranid guts on the floor. Alright, so a little bit of that dry Games Workshop humor, but definitely some cool pieces of terrain coming back. This was extremely hard to get if you didn't get the starter set. These are some nice ruined building pieces available in multiple sets. And then of course this thing connects to the pipes, so if you want to build a fully immersive board, this is a great way to connect the pipes and add a little extra flair. And then moving over to Black Library, we'll have Belisarius Cawl, the Great Work. Belisarius Cawl has worked tirelessly for 10,000 years to further the cause of humanity under the decree of both the Emperor and Rabote Guliman. His achievements are innumerable, hushing those who dare call him a heretic. In the wake of the Indominus Crusade, the Archmagus Dominus is drawn to the long-dead world of Sotha, once home to the size of the Emperor, where he believes a crucial element of his great work lies. So a beautiful book right here for those looking to follow the story or get the limited edition of Belisarius Cawl, the Great Work. The Archmagos and Tetrarch Felix must overcome an ancient evil in Belisarius Cawl, the Great Work by Guy Haley. This special edition is fit for someone as important as Cawl, featuring a fabric cover with gold foil blocking, gold page edges, and red ribbon bookmark. All copies are numbered and signed by the author. It will be available while stocks last. So Cawl being a very popular and notable character, I would imagine these will sell out quickly, and they are signed and numbered by the author, so they'll be limited. So very cool, super exciting. Games Workshop just absolutely making it rain with box sets lately. Definitely super excited for all the Space Wolves players out there. I will definitely be picking up this Space Wolf army set. Tons of new models, the new codex, the cards, very, very exciting. Let me know what you're most excited about. You're going to be picking this up. Are you picking up the special edition of Cawl? Are you looking forward to the new mission deck or the campaign to play in your local meta? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.